Hey moms and dads, you probably know better than anyone how incredible the internet age has been for parents and families. It's brought about innovation, new job opportunity, and connection like never before. But it's also brought about its own unique set of challenges, especially concerning children and their safety. So today we're sharing our 5 best tips for keeping your children safe in this new era of connectivity. Number 1. Limit screen time and location. This is probably the easiest to say and hardest to implement, I understand, but if you can, definitely limit the amount of hours and minutes that your children are allowed to access phones, tablets, and computers, and don't just stop there. We definitely recommend also limiting where they're allowed to access these devices. You see, if they're limited to only using a phone or a tablet in a kitchen or a family room, they're less likely to do things in secret that might get them in trouble. Number 2, ask your children questions or even play with them. One of the big challenges that a lot of parents face is that they just don't know what their children are doing on these devices and games and apps and on the internet. It's a big world out there, and there's a lot of scary stuff. For example, did you know that there's a calculator app that often houses explicit material within it? Many parents wouldn't know because they've never seen it or explored what their child has on their phone or tablet or computer. So if you have the opportunity to just ask questions, ask what they do on there, ask them to show you some of the apps that they like to use, play games with them or play with different apps. It'll bring you closer, but also keep you more informed. Number 3, set content expectations. If your child is communicating with anyone on email or social media, it's important to let them know what is and is not appropriate. And some of this might be obvious, but some of it might not be. For example, do you want the inside or outside of your home posted on social media? Do you want pictures of your children posted on social media at all? Should your child be talking about where they go to school or what city they live in? These are all important things to decide for yourself and then address with your child and set the expectations so that they're not breaking any rules without even knowing. And speaking of rules, number 4, follow them. So most social media apps have some type of an age requirement. You'll have to check for each individual one, but most of them are around 13 years old. And it's done for a reason. We definitely don't recommend breaking the rules for your child. So children under the age of 13 haven't yet developed those decision-making skills and problem-solving skills that adults and older teens have. So definitely make sure that they're following the rules so that you don't get in trouble, they don't get in trouble, and that they have a good age-appropriate experience. And number 5, know what's being said about your child at all times. The truth is, no matter how much good parenting and advice you give, your child will still occasionally do things that maybe you wish they wouldn't. And there are also, unfortunately, people out there who may not always have your child's best intentions in mind, like bullies, for example. So it's important that you're monitoring what's being said about them at all times so that you can address it if needed. And our app makes that part really easy. The first step is to sign up for free over at marple.app. Then what you want to do is plug in your child's name as your search term that you'd like to use. And what we'll do is we'll send you notifications every time that a new result pops up about them on Google. It doesn't end there though. You'll then be able to mark those results either positive or negative, and even report the malicious ones to Google for removal. So this enables you to stay on top of what other people see about your child. For example, what a potential bully might be able to see about your child in search results, or if somebody writes something new negative about them. And again, having that control of being able to mark it positive or negative can be a game changer. And you can always access these results and see where exactly your child's name lies within Google search rankings. Protecting your children online is a part of your responsibility as a parent. Can you afford not to know what's being said about them online? Make sure to head over to marple.app to sign up for free and start tracking what's being said about them. And of course, don't forget to click subscribe if you've enjoyed this video and if we taught you something, and if you'd like more advice on parenting in the digital era, personal branding, and more. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.